Now it's been a couple hours after the game was over, and we're going to go ahead and break it down. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 winners and 5 losers of the Lions' loss against the Chicago Bears in Week 4. Let's begin. Before we get in this video, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're 25 away from 16,000. With your help, we can get there. Also, smash that like button. Let's get to 200 likes in this video, and that will help this video pop out. Much appreciated. Let's start with the winners. Let's go ahead and start with our first winner of today's video, and that is Kalif Raymond, wide receiver. This guy really had a good game yesterday. 2 touchdowns. He continues to be a solid piece on a weak football team. Always open, catches the football generally nearly every single time. Very reliable, a very good shifty, swifty wide receiver for the Detroit Lions. He's not the biggest guy, 5'8", but he tends to make the biggest plays. And that's very good for the Lions, who has a lackluster of talent right now all over this football team. This guy is looking like a quality piece for the Lions, not just this year, but a player that they should extend for at least another year or 2, just given that we don't know the future of this team, but he should be a piece that I would like to see next season as well for sure. Given the lack of depth right now at the wide receiver position, he's doing a phenomenal job. He's being placed basically right now as the #1 wide receiver. No one thought in any circumstance this guy would be placed in that spot and actually have production, but he's been in this spot for a couple weeks, and he continues to produce, continues to make the big plays, continues to be a wide receiver Jared Goff does look forward to throw the football. Now imagine him when we do get complement wide receivers for him, such as the NFL free agency coming up, as well as the NFL draft. He should be a good slot receiver in next year and be a good, reliable piece and a weapon for the Lions on offense. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get 16,000 subscribers with your help. I know it can get done. We're 25 away, folks, just 25. Smash that subscribe button. Let's get to 16K so you don't miss out on latest news and rumors regarding our Detroit Lions. Quintez Cephus continues to get his stock rising. Last year, we've talked about it multiple times, he was showing his production continue to increase. In this game, he keeps getting separation, he keeps getting the football, he keeps making big-time plays. Very good draft pick for the Lions. And now, he's being slotted as the #2, and he continues to produce as the #2 wide receiver. I love seeing this. Again, just like I stated with Kalif Raymond, wait till we get an actual #1 wide receiver. That should really help the production out for Quintez Cephus to be a very solid #2 for the Lions going forward. Right now, the Lions do have some receivers, but the issue is lack of #1, and that's why you're seeing not the biggest plays out of the wide receiver group, but we're seeing a very good young players on this team, specifically the wide receivers, and that's a good foundation going forward for this miserable season. Good job, Quintez Cephus, making plays against the Chicago Bears. Jamaal Williams, what a pickup he has been in free agency. I'm going to say it right now, and I may not be the most politically correct thing to say about our running backs, but he is the most solid, well-rounded running back on this football team. He continues to get gashing on the ground. Every time he runs the football, it feels like you're getting 4 to 5 yards. The first defender does not tackle him. He is slippery, and he continues to be solid in the ground game. DeAndre Swift is an up-and-down player, but Jamaal Williams right now is nothing but a solid player. That is great for the Lions in this run game. He needs to continue to be the running back for the Detroit Lions, continue to get a ton of touches, and if he continues to be this hot player getting the football, hey, he may have to get the most touches on the running game. Now, DeAndre Swift is solid, but Jamaal Williams right now is outperforming him. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he didn't have the biggest game in the world, but he did have a game and made a couple of catches, and so I'm going to throw him on the winners list. With these wide receivers being shuffled around due to the injury of Tyrell Williams, we're seeing some players make some plays, and one being Amon-Ra St. Brown. A good draft pick for the Detroit Lions. We haven't seen a whole lot from him this season, and we want to see more production. He is a young rookie, so we're going to have some ups and downs, but it was nice to see him get some playing time. Now, I think these wide receivers could have had more catches because Jared Goff was inaccurate in this game last night. But he did produce. He did help out the offense. Great job. Last and surely not least, it is week 4, folks. Winner is for the Detroit Lions, the 2022 NFL Draft for the Lions pick. Right now, the Lions are slated as the number 2 pick in this draft. And I would not be shocked if we end up being the number 1 pick in the draft. As the Lions continue to lose, the draft position continues to grow up. They continue to have an opportunity to get the best player in the NFL draft. Now, it's not something you want to talk about in week 4. Absolutely not. But that is the case right now. And with players that are coming out and players that the Lions need to get for this football team, them losing is making the draft get better and better. I know a lot of people say this is a losing mentality. It's not the fact that I want them to lose. It's not the fact that you guys want them to lose. It's just reality right now. That's it. And so the more you lose, the better you're going to get in this draft. And that's just reality, and that's just facts. And it's very possible, Lions fans, the Lions could have the first pick in this draft. We haven't had it since 2009. That's when we drafted Stafford. We may have this in 2022. Comment on the video. What grade so far do you give Dan Campbell for the first 4 weeks of the NFL season? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comment section. What grade do you give Dan Campbell? Let's talk about the losers on this list, and ROMEO OKWARA is a major loser, not for the production, but for the injury. And he had a leg injury, looked like to be an Achilles. We don't know the extent of the injury and how long he's going to be out, but from Dan Campbell, this looks like a long one, and I'm sure maybe by the time you see this video, they'll have the implications if he's going to be out for a year or if he's going to be out for a significant amount of time. We will see when that comes out. Right now, it's not known, but I'm sure it will be known very quickly, and it probably will not be good news for the Lions, good news at all. Probably won't be good news for ROMEO OKWARA, and it's definitely a hit to the Lions defense. I wish him nothing but the best in recovery. To you, ROMEO OKWARA, hopefully you get better. DeAndre Swift is a loser here. Now, every time he got the football running on the ground, I felt like he was being tackled early. He could not get past the first defender. He wasn't doing good on the ground. It felt like he wasn't in the game. It's weird because last week he did really well, but this week he fell off. That's not good. We need him to produce on the ground. He was a high draft pick last year. He needs to get in this game and run the football. He needs to shake off the defenders. We need help in this run game. He needs to do a much better job on the ground, and he dropped a pass. He needs to make sure he gets that pass in his hands. No more drops from you, Swift. We need all the help we can get right now. This team is in a world of hurt. You have to produce for the Lions. You have to get plays. You have to get yards. We need this to work. You got to do better than this. DeAndre Swift. Overall, I still am high on Swift, but in this game, it was low. Head coach Dan Campbell is a loser for this game. There was so many opportunities to score in the red zone. 4 times, interception, fumble, and 2 turnovers on downs. One being one of the last drives in the game where we had an opportunity at least to get a field goal to make it a 1-score game. That is unacceptable to not get any points at all in these red zones. And I do point blame for Dan Campbell for this. Going forward on 4th down every single time may not be the smartest move to go. When you have a chance to get some sort of points, you do. I did not like the 4th down and 5. In the beginning of the game, I thought they should kick the field goal at that point, at least get some points because a 4th and 5 right there. Then the 4th and 1. Okay, so you decide to go for it. Why are we doing 5 wide receiver sets there? We need to have the threat of the run game. We need to run the football. It's been effective with JAMAAL Williams. Why are we not running the game? Why are we not running on these crucial downs? We need to be a physical football team. Why do we do 5 wide every single time? And that's also a knock on Anthony Lynn. You got to be able to run the football. If you're going to go for it, have the threat of the run game. If not, you probably should have kicked that field goal. I thought they should have kicked the field goal, make it a 1-point game. That's my personal opinion. Maybe you disagree, but we need to have the threat of the run game if you're going to go for it, and there's none there. And so I'm going to give him a loser on my list. Overall, again, I think that it's a good coach, but right now, that decisions he made this Sunday wasn't good. Lions defense is a massive loser on my list. This defense is utter, complete cheeks. We can't stop anything. Can't stop the run. We can't stop the pass. The secondary is an absolute mess. We got injuries all over the football team. This defense is an absolute disaster. It is a F5 tornado going through a town, and that's what's left. That is this Lions defense. The secondary just gets beat every single time, wide open. Where is the safeties? Will Harris needs to go. He's bad. It's a train wreck. This defense looks to be worse than last year, and I didn't think it was possible to get worse than last year. There is nothing going for this defense right now. Nothing. Can't stop the run. We are going against a bad offensive line. We could barely get any pressure. I don't know what to say at this point. This is going to be something that probably continues throughout the year. The only way we're going to get better is through free agency and through the draft. It's a lack of talent and just young players making big mistakes. It's sad to see, folks, because we need to have a defense. This is the NFC North. This is the black and blue division, and we have had a bad defense now for 4 years straight. It's unacceptable. It's pitiful. It's a disgrace to watch, and I don't like it. Lions defense is a loser. Jared Goff is a loser, in my opinion, in this game. Is he the biggest problem on this team? No. Is he the solution right now? No, he's not. He overthrew the football a lot in this game. It felt like every single pass was a couple yards ahead of the receiver. You can't do that. You got to be more accurate. The ball was wobbly quite a bit. When he scrambles out, he turns around and gets sacked. You got to do better with the football. You got to be able to throw the football to your target. Not even the biggest throws. We're talking about intermediates. You're missing open wide receivers. This may be his worst game of the year for the Lions. Not good at all. Not good. Yes, he did have pressure on him because the offensive line could not stop the blitz. With that said, throw the ball earlier then. Do something. But the production that took place with Jared Goff, that was subpar. That was unacceptable, and we cannot continue to see this for Lions going forward. In the upcoming videos, we got the One Pride podcast on my channel every single Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Get ready for that. We're going to be talking about the Lions versus Vikings. We're going to be talking about what's going to take place, and we're going to talk about rumors and everything Detroit Lions live. And if you got questions, let us know. We'll try to answer that for you. Wednesday, we get the Lions versus Vikings preview. Get ready for that video. I'll give you my prediction, analysis, and breakdown of the game. Saturday, mailbag segment. And on Sunday, of course, we got the Lions watch party. Make sure you show up. It's going to be fun regardless of who wins. That will be a fun time.